Hello. So we're here to talk. Well, let's get some chorus in up in this house. So if you're watching this, you're probably aware what the wireless fight board is, or you're at least interested and want to know more about it. And I'm not really going to tell you how to install it, but more of just kind of the caveats and my experience with it. And I have another stick that I'll show you the guts of momentarily. But right off the bat, I figure I go with tell you about my perfect experience, and then the oh hey, I encountered this problem. This is obnoxious. Could you please firmware update this so it might be fixed? Okay, thanks. Bye, Brook. So, anyway, you don't have to have that. Ignore that. That doesn't matter. So, the stick, the install went very easy. This one, no problems at all. I have the Jason Customs TE Easy Mod installed to replace the faceplate board here and connect everything together. It just works very well. So just to verify, the good wireless of it. It is a plug and play wireless solution. Like you plug it in, it syncs, you unplug it works great. Key thing to note is, make sure that's unlocked. One kick, like I have 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick, 6-button layout. You hold this down for switch mode. There we go. Works great. Very happy with it. 1 kick is for switch mode. 1 punch is for PS3 mode. There's something on that we'll get back to in a moment. 2 punch is PS4 mode, and 3 punch is do not sync wired mode. So if you're plugging into a console, you hold this down as you plug in, and it won't sync. Very important for tournaments, all that good stuff. So, but otherwise, this works great. Turbo works great. Lock switch, left stick, right stick. All the connections, very happy with it. Start and select. So, works good. Oh, fun note. So, let's pop this up for a second. I have a great USB cable right here, hardwired. Oh, you can't see it. Naturally. No, you can't see it. I have the antenna mounted here. So I had a Nutra port for other stuff installed. But fun fact is, I have LEDs installed into this. So, boop. That's right. Now you can see the antenna. There we go. Plenty of space right here too. Like cable here, antenna. Put my little joystick right there, and it just fits out the way. So yeah. Now LEDs work fine, but only when you have it plugged into a USB power source. So I actually have the USB LED strips plugged into the board. It's like I took the USB end, cut it off, had the 5-volt power line and the ground, and just put them in the screw terminals for 5-volt and a spare ground, screwed it down tight. There we go. So whenever I'm like plugged into a power supply, I charge the battery, or plug directly into a switch or a console, it'll light up. I have a remote somewhere, so if I want to turn this off, I can. Works just fine. Actually, here we go. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. So, also, there we go. Enough of that. But yeah, that is something, that's one of the issues I've encountered with the fight board. The wireless fight board is LEDs won't work unless it's plugged in. I understand it saves you power, but it would be like, hey, that would be kind of cool. Granted, I would have to keep the remote with me at all times, but that would be nice. So, also, when you turn the system off, there we go. So if you need to do whatever and put this off. So the install on this system works great. Very happy with it. Now, for the other item. I love this stick, but I've had some issues with it. We'll get to it in a second. Real quick, Brook adapters. This is the PC Engine / Genesis. Works perfectly in PS4 mode, wired and wirelessly. So if you want to use your arcade sticks with these old adapters, with the retro adapters, it's a great choice. Switch mode does not work on these. PS3 only works in wired mode. Wireless, it won't sync. I don't know why. Maybe a firmware update is required. That's a thing. PS4 mode works great. I actually have both this one and the other board synced up to this. So I just turn them on, they auto sync. It works good. Kind of weird that I can have two controllers synced up at the same time, but okay, yeah, wherever. When I get the Dreamcast one in Monday, I'll leave stuff in the comments. Okay, so onto this stick. Actually, here we go. Let's open this up. Here we go. So, sorry for the darkness. I have the board installed, and I have Jason Custom's TE2 Easy Mod board installed. This one I've encountered some problems with. If I have the player LEDs, the L3R3 connector, and the, touchpad and turbo click button connected to the PCB here, just these, and the front LED, if I have this connected to this board, while these are connected, well, if I just have the LED connected to this board, this will stay on all the time and drain the battery. It won't turn off. It'll get dim when it's not on, but it'll still drain the battery, so I had to disconnect it. If I have these connected, just one of them connected to this board, this will not turn on, period. It will wired, everything works perfectly fine, no problems, but wirelessly, it will not turn on. I don't know why. I've tried using a home button directly on here, like bypass the Madcatz board. It's wherever this is, it just won't let it work, and it's weird. Also, it wipes all my connection data. So anything I was wirelessly connected to previously is gone, so I have to resync everything once I unplug it, so that's a problem. The joystick and button pass-through with home button, face buttons, joystick, sort and select, the pass-through, all of it works fine. No problems. It works very good. Even the USB cross connection works fine. You just can't use, home, touch, L3, R3, and the player LEDs. I bypassed this by connecting this and just putting a little LED kind of like just right into the socket. I also soldered a wire directly to this button to make this my turbo button. So I've learned to get past it. Also, cool thing I'll show real quick. Like, the player LED is super important because if you don't have that, you can't tell if you turned it on or if it's connected or when you turn it off. So, yeah. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's not turning off. There we go, it's off. Like, takes like a good 10 count, let go, then like 2 or 3 seconds for it to fully turn off when you're trying to force it off. But it works. So, but yeah, front LED had to leave off. You could probably put it directly onto the board if you wanted to. I'm not going to bother. I don't like the red. I'd rather have it blue. I have a blue LED here that works fine. But yeah, though, everything except this face panel works. Well, that works. These don't. Case in point, wish I had a lock switch. Side note, boop. There we go. LEDs. this is showing that it's charging. So good thing. As the other one, Switch, PS3, PS4, tournament mode. I need more LEDs installed in here. Let's move this for some other effect stuff. So open it back up. As you see this white wire, I have power, the red wire into power and the black wire into one of the ground terminals. I also have the antenna just placed up here, just sitting there. It won't come out. It sits perfectly right there and it just stays. Battery terminal right here, easy to take out. Turbo button. This is just a free button. What else? That's pretty much it. I just need to go back around with some more LEDs to make it super pimpin', because good stuff. Same with the other board. These only turn on when you have a wired connection. That's it. So yeah, those are the caveats I've had. Like, PS3 mode has been a little picky. I can't use it with the Justin's Easy Custom board. That's been an issue. Otherwise, it's been great. I've experienced no lag, no issues. It works great on the Switch. Has worked great for shmups. I played Street Fighter Third Strike on here. Parrying has been super easy and convenient, and I recommend it. Like, if you just want a wireless solution for at home, it's great. If you want something for tournament, it's great. You can't use it on Xbox One unless you buy, like, the Brook's PS4 to Xbox One adapter, which I'm pretty sure is what they want you to do, because, less products to produce. But yeah, I hope this answers any questions you have. If you have any questions, ask. I do kind of want to contact and be like, hey, I've had some issues. Can you do a firmware update? Is there a way we can just have power going to the LEDs? Just wirelessly sexy and stuff. Actually, side note. Brook has confirmed that you can just have a battery bank in here with a USB cable plugged into this to have it powered. It's like, I don't think it can actually be turned on and off though. But it's one of those, yeah, you can do it that way and have everything powered up at the same time. So, yeah, that's a thing. It's not much else to say except, for $70, I'm tickled to death with it. It works. My only real issue has been with third-party product that works with their Universal Fight board, no problem. Doesn't work with this one. In case I haven't mentioned, works fine completely wired up, wired. It's just when you're trying to do wires, it won't turn on, so issues. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I also have this. This is a spare little header thing they included. I'm using it to keep it in D-pad mode. If I want to switch to left stick or right stick, I can just pop it on and off. But yeah, that's been my experience. I'm happy with it. I'm enjoying it. I probably repeated myself a couple of times. I apologize. But it's one of those, no one else has done a video on it or talked about it except for the guys who had the preview. And it's one of those, a lot of you probably have questions or like, what do you think? How's it going? What's your experience with it? How easy does it go in? Goes in pretty easy, but, PS3 mode seems to be a little whatever. I have hooked this up to a computer. It will register as a Pro controller on the Switch or on the PC, PS3 DualShock 3 controller on the PC, and just a wireless controller for PS4. So I'm pretty sure if you have a PS4 wireless dongle for your computer, you can sync this up no problem. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Battery life has been great, so yeah. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, post them down below. I'd love to hear from you and see what you think. Key point! For those of you like, nah man, wired's the only way to go. Just remember, you can use wireless at home and wired in tournament. So also, if you have kids, wires are your enemy. Like, seriously. Like, you don't want someone tripping over that and tearing your system out. That's just, like, no fun. I have the Brooks retro board. Like, literally. Where is it? Yeah. Like, I had this in the other stick, and I was like, wait, I can swap over to a wireless solution? Which is kind of expensive in the long run, but also it's, like, kind of worth it. Like, actually, it is totally worth it. So, thanks for watching, and, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Later.